Right, you guys, today we're taking a look at scam emails and how to detect them. Now, I know a lot of people already know what a scam email is, but there is tons of people that don't. And I want to go through some of the pointers on some of these scam emails so you can actually detect them and then just delete them. Do not click on anything and do not respond to them. I'll show you what to do in this video. So let's go through some scam emails here that I get sent to me all the time. I just want to show you guys what it's all about. So the first one we're going to take a look at is this one here, account update notification. As you can see here, it says Virgin Communication. And when you hover over this here, you can go down and see there is an email address from Frankie Lopez at 042@gmail.com. Well, that's definitely not from Virgin Media. And that is the first sign to look for, is the actual email it's coming from. Now, be careful that you don't get pulled into this one here where it says webteam@virginmedia.com and it says blind copy, and then it will have my email address here. Be careful that you don't get confused by seeing this and think it is from virginmedia.com or whoever it is that is sending it from, whatever company it is. So also another thing to point out here is companies like Virgin Media and other big massive companies will not ever use a domain name like this, gmail.com. This is a giveaway sign straight away. They will always use their official domain name, which will be, in this case, virginmedia.com. So if it is from virginmedia.com at the end, and that is the only email there, that is official and that is from them. But most of the time, they're not going to notify you via an email message. Now, next up, it's already been delivered to my inbox, but they don't know who I am. So you can see here, it says, Dear User. So if they know who I am and it's addressed to me, it would have my name here. But of course, they're sending these out at a massive rate to loads and loads of accounts that have been probably put up on the internet somewhere. They've been spied and they've got these accounts now, and they will block send a load of emails to all these accounts on the hope that someone is going to fall for it. So Dear User is not addressed to me directly, and that means they don't know who I am, and that means that it's a scam email that would have my official name here, and it isn't. So I know that for a fact that this is not for me. And again, look at the size of that, Dear User. It's a massive capital letter here, all different font, and a huge big Dear User here. They're not going to be doing that. It's just not been done properly, and it's just basically done by some scammer who thinks I'm going to fall for it. So what is the purpose of this email? Well, they want you to click on this here. And if I hover over it without clicking on it, you should never do this anyway, but just don't ever click on these links. But if you go down to the bottom, you'll see there is a URL here, and it says site dash, and there's a number, and it wants you to go to this link here to click on it. And it's probably a site where they can harvest your information or con you into signing into an account. And that is where you've got to be careful. Now, you can also check URLs from here. You can paste them in from this place here, and it will scan that URL to see whether it's dodgy. And you can see here, it's saying scan failed 404. So it's probably been taken down already by whoever it is that's reported it. Medium security risk, it says here. So don't ever click on these. You can actually check them on this site here. I'll leave the link for this in the video description. Now, another giveaway is the way emails are written. You would expect someone from Virgin Media would be able to write a better email than this. And this is because they're not very well educated, and they're probably not from this country. So their English is probably not the best. And you can see there is, sometimes there's bad grammar, bad spelling mistakes. And also you can see bold font, large font here. It's just not well presented for, say, for instance, someone from Virgin Media, as you'd expect. And here's another example. This one says important security update. You can see lowercase important and then high case security update. And as you can see here, pretty much the same thing. Quick action is required as your Virgin Media account is at risk. And you can see it was a Trojan. This one did get stopped by my ISP, but some of them do slip through the net, and your device is currently infected with a Trojan virus. Secure your account. And they want to click on this, and again, it will redirect you to another place. And this is what they're trying to do. So be careful with these particular types of scam emails. Now, another thing to look out for is the domain name itself here. Sometimes they use misspelt domain names like the one you see above here, virginmedia.com. But this one is not. It's just margaret.foster10@gmail.com. So be careful for the misspelt ones because they can catch you out. So this one is to do with parcel deliveries, and basically they attempted to deliver and things like this. And you can see here on here, there might be an attachment they want you to click on, or there might be a link to say update your redelivery address, and they want to get your information. And this is another one that can get you infected, or it can get you, basically redirect you to a site where they want to get all your information. So be very, very careful with dodgy ones like this. Again, this is to do with DPD, which is a delivery place over here in the UK, but they have also other ones like DHL and Yodel and loads of other companies and they will just use all of these, and hopefully you'll fall for it and click on one of them. And it's very, very easy to fall foul to these particular types of emails, especially if you receive a lot of parcels from these sort of companies, and it's very easy. Now, it doesn't say my name here, it just says my email address, and it does give me some other information, but their main goal here is to get you to click on that link down there. And again, these can be ransomware attached to these, or any sort of malicious sort of content. They could be just trying to get you to give over your information. So this is the link you've got to be careful of, and this link does not go to where it should be going to. It goes to some sort of Russian site. So be very, very careful when you click on this sort of stuff, because you can end up getting rootkits on your system, backdoor rats, and also ransomware. So be very, very careful with this sort of stuff. Never click on links inside here, especially these suspicious emails, and never click on attachments inside emails either. These are the two things that you should never do inside of an email. So let's take a look at a legitimate domain name from a company called Google. As you can see here, this one says sc-no reply at, after the @ sign. That is the domain name that needs to be 100% correct. So for in this case, it's google.com. That means it's from google.com and it's a safe email. Okay, so let's take a quick look at domain names here. I just want to get this over to you so you can see. This one is from google.com, and it says sc-no reply at google.com. Now, there's no other domain names up the top there. It just says sc-no reply at google.com. So we know it's from Google because there is only one domain name there. If there was a misspelling in Google, i.e. an extra O or an extra G or an extra L or E.com, then we know it's not from Google. If there's any other domain names up that top tier where google.com is, then we know it's not from Google, and you're to discard it and just delete that email. But basically, that's what you're looking out for. Okay, so let's talk about some of the common things to look out for in email scams. This one is from PayPal. It come to my inbox, and as you can see here, it says provide missing information to keep using PayPal your way. So a problem with your account is a common way that hackers claim that there's a problem with your account, and they want you to basically send your credentials in there. So clicking on that login to PayPal, this is a fake email from a fake PayPal site, and they will get you to click on this, and it will go to a spoofed website where you would end up putting all your credentials in, and they would have all your sign information. This will be your security password and everything else, and they will get access to your account. Another thing to look out for is banking and other financial types of websites. For instance, whatever bank you're with, you could get emails that look just like this one that will say there's a problem with your account, whether it'll be Santander, whatever it is, Halifax, Barclays, HSBC, any of those. They will send you an email looking like this, but it will be with their design. It will be a spoofed website where you click on it and they will ask you to give your credentials to log in, and then they have all your banking details and they will transfer all the money out of your account. And you've got to be very, very careful when it comes to things like this. So don't ever log into any financial website, whether it be banking, PayPal, anything like that, via your email client. Never log into those, because there'll always be some scam behind it. And again, when you have money waiting for you, or you've overpaid, or we've got to refund you because you paid too much in, this is how they catch you. And you've got to be very, very careful. So never ever sign into any bank stuff or any finance inside from your email client, no matter whether it be Gmail, Outlook, anything. Just don't do it. Next up is the promotional offer scam. This is very, very common. It will look something like this, and this was just for Amazon, but there's other ones out there which will give you free phones, TVs, gift cards, all that sort of stuff. Never do these in your email client. Never click on any of these things, because when you click on them, you're going to end up losing your account. So, you know, you've got to be very, very careful here. These are normally spoof websites. They will come through your email client. You'll click on these links, and you've got to be very, very careful with this sort of a scam, because there's tons of them out there. This is just one in particular, which was based on Amazon, but there's loads of them out there which could be based on just about anything. So don't ever fall for these in your email client. And I just want to quickly cover on one last one. I don't have an email from these, but I just want to touch on it because it is pretty common, which is basically the advance payment scam. This is entitles you to a large sum of money from some sort of investment or some sort of, lost relative that has got a big estate, and they can't access it, and it's in your name, and they can give you all of this money because you're the last known person that is entitled to all this money, and it'll be worth $6 million. But all they ask for is $1,000 to gain access to it, and you will get that money in your account. It's just a scam. So be very, very careful of these particular types of scams. There's loads of other ones out there, like fake charities. Just do your research. And if you want to support charities, by all means, but make sure they're legit, and check their credentials before you give them your hard-earned cash. Anyway, I think that is going to be about it for this video. There is plenty of scams out there, guys, so just be very, very careful, especially in your email box. That is where they generally come from. And some of them are not all about money. Some of them are about getting you infected or breaching your security. So be very careful what you click on, because you could end up clicking on something that has ransomware in it, and you would end up having all your data encrypted, and it's not very nice. So just be ultra careful. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap this one up. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate that support. I hope you're enjoying your weekend, and I shall catch you for another video real soon. Don't forget, pop on our Discord server. If you're a YouTube member, don't forget to let me know in the general chat, and I'll make sure you get the appropriate role. I shall see you soon. Bye for now.